Cage Mines, Micah Frankel, alongside the Brown Bomber, Wilfredo Santiago. BKFC 59 is March 29th here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. How's camp going, sir?
Great. Yeah, we this is a new weight class for us, so we've been putting in the extra work. We feel good.
165 pounds. 170 was your home in MMA. Been a little heavier for bare knuckle with them going at 175. So how's the transition to 165 feel?
I didn't know what to expect at first because the last time I was that light, I was like 10 years old. But since I became a vegan, I tell you all the time, it has transformed my body in ways that I never thought possible. And the weight cut is actually coming off. I just got to be consistent. The minute I deviate is when I start having problems. I've always had that problem, even making 170 and 175. As long as I'm on point and I'm focused and I do it the way how I'm supposed to do it, the correct way, I'm making it. Like right now, where I feel like we're ahead of schedule. I'm only 12 and a half, 13 pounds out right now, and we still have a couple weeks out. And we're still a few weeks out, so I feel good.
So what are those keys to being able to stay consistent on the diet and to drop those pounds? We'd all want to know.
Well, for me, honestly, one of the things is I'm getting older, and a lot of stuff runs in my family, like high blood pressure, diabetes, and all that type of shit. So me knowing that, and as I'm getting older, the idea for me to stay healthy as I get older is key. And when I became vegan, I had made that decision with that in mind. And since I'm like 2 years in now, a little over 2 years in now, the adjustments that my body has made and just me and my attitude, everything in general has been great. I'm obviously on a diet plan. I have to follow it, but it's been great though, man. I can't complain.
Could we talk you into maybe 155?
Get out of here.
Is that too far?
Nah, well, you're not the only one that brought it up. My manager keeps bringing it up. Coach Wink keeps bringing it up. They feel that I'll be a problem with. Not that I'm not where I'm at now, but if I can, make that weight again. I haven't been that light since I was a teen. But it has been brought up. I didn't want to say nothing, but my last fight, which was 175, I woke up 171. I had to go eat a breakfast for me to make the 175. So after that, my manager was like, Jeff was like, we're going to go down your next fight. Not only that, but honestly, like in New Mexico, there's a lot of us that are fighting at 175. You got myself, Josh Moreno, Donald Sanchez, and I think maybe somebody else. I'm not quite sure. Those are my guys, man. I'm not trying to fight with those guys. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually, that's what's gonna be. That's what's coming. You know what I'm saying? Is fighting friends, and out of everybody, every one of the people that that's really pretty much taken care of me since I've been out here, and whatever it is that I ask them for, or if I need any assistance in anything, is Donald, and I can't do that. I don't feel right doing that.
So we're talking about the abs are going to be popping.
Everything. I mean, you can see it now, but yeah, it's every abs. You're gonna see abs that I thought I never had before.
Not just for that, but you were fighting some monsters up at 175. Jeremy Holloway's reach is just ridiculous. So do you think from like a proportion kind of stature thought process, being at 65 or 55 is going to be better for you because now you're not going to have to deal with getting inside so much reach?
Well, this is the thing. When I first started my MMA career, I was fighting at 85. And I was like, damn, these are big dudes because those guys are coming down from 2-something. So you know what, let me do 170. My first fight at 170, I fought a guy 7'6". I was like, Jesus. But I'm hoping not. But yeah, that is the goal because Mr. Holloway was a big dude. You know what I mean? He didn't look that big come weigh-ins, but I guess the next day when we hydrate, fucking animal guy. I would like to run that fight back sometime down the road though, because I honestly feel like I can that's a good win for me, and I know I can get it. It was just things that happened in that fight that prevented me from getting the dub, but Yes, that was the plan, and my coaches didn't want to see me fighting the monsters anymore. They want me to see and fight. They want to see me fighting guys more or less my height, or not too much. You know what I mean? But
So we got the new weight class on the mind. Not to mention one of the other stops you've been frequenting, somewhere we're at right now, Kingdom Muay Thai. You've been working with Mark Enberg quite a lot. So what are the other adjustments that you've made now for this camp as you're getting more experience in bare knuckle and what you need to do to sharpen up yourself particularly?
well, that last fight with Holloway, how can I say it? It motivated me in a way possible. Like I stopped doing a lot of things that, not that I always stop for every fight, but for instance, like smoking weed, like I'm a big stoner, right? Big stoner, right? And I stopped. And I don't think I stopped in time for that last fight that I had. So for this fight, I took a lot of the negatives and a lot of the negatives from the fight and turned them into a positive. Getting ready for this fight. Obviously, I got to get down to a lower weight class. I've been working a lot on my footwork, looking at my footwork and closing the distance a lot. I'm realizing with bare knuckle I've always said this and I'm gonna always say this. I feel at home is something I did growing up, but now with the knowledge, all the knowledge that I have, I know what works and what doesn't. You know what I mean? And I just got to get in there. I can't be playing with some of these guys because my last fight I couldn't see and I almost lost because I couldn't measure my distance. So it was tough. And for this camp we've been preparing on the harsh conditionings, on the conditionings of being hurt, conditionings of just being like sucky, like at your worst. Pretty much holding position. That's what we've been working on a lot this week. Been working on a lot in this game. My clinch game, because I could have, even though even though the fight didn't go as we had planned, I could have still done some clinch work that I didn't do, and I think I would have got him because he was fucking tired. But that's what we're working on. We're working on a lot of clinch work and a lot of more feet work to close the distance and stay in there once we get in there. What's the point of working that hard to get in to come back out? This camp has been great because Mark just recently opened up his gym, which is Kingdom, and Mark is it's a funny, not a funny story, but Mark's part of my crew. Meaning, when I first moved out to New Mexico, Mark he didn't follow me, but Mark came, like, I think he showed up like a month later or something like that, just a few weeks later. And that was almost 8 years ago. And he's the only one I think still here from that crew. So he's like a little brother. He's like a little brother to me. And but his knowledge in the Muay Thai and the clinch and stuff like that has been second to none. He only wants what's best for me, and I only want what's best for him too. He's fighting on the card as well. As you can see, we're here in Kingdom, showing love. But the adjustments that I've made have been a lot in the clinch, which is that's Mark's thing. Mark's he's a Muay Thai guy, and they work that a lot and stuff like that. So I felt like the clinch game, I need to add it to my resume, and that's what I've been doing. I've been getting a lot of work with Mark in the clinch.
And I also hear you've been getting a bunch of rounds in with heavyweights this camp.
Oh Jesus, stop it, man! These guys be these guys be killing me. But yeah, man, I was getting what you call it, my man Akuma, and man, that guy at one point was 400 pounds. I don't know if you know, and he still has that weight with those punches, and it could be the most softest jabs, and you feeling that shit. And I'm a lot lighter now too, so it's not like I got all this weight on. But it's been great though. They push me even more because obviously they're bigger. So if they see me doing something where I, either slacking in a sparring session or doing some shit, they're gonna be like, come on. Which is it's one big family, man. And I can't what you call it? I couldn't ask for any better guys to be around. Like I said, off of that fight, preparation has been on point. My timing has to be better. My speed has to be better, and just pretty much like that real greedy type attitude. You're gonna see it in this fight, and I don't think we quite saw it in that fight for whatever reason it was. I don't think it was there. But we got a highly motivated brown bomber coming for this fight.
Is that an attitude that you feel you need to have to be
Yes,
successful
yes.
against James Denis?
Yes, because Mr. Dennis is he's a dog. He's a dog. You know, he likes to fight, and I've always those type of fighters. I've always put them at a certain in their own category for themselves, because that dog mentality and that dog attitude can beat somebody.
So you're basically saying there's a different level of danger with those guys. Those guys that just love to fight. You're like, there's like a give a shit about them. That like, man, they're just gonna come to bring it.
Exactly, and those are the guys that they'll keep taking punches and they'll keep gumming. Those are the fights that I like, and those are the guys that I like competing against. But I always put those guys in a separate category because they're a little extra, they're a little special, I consider. And Dennis is one of those guys.
And then for you, I know that there's been a lot of highs and lows going on recently. How much of an emotional release will a great performance matter and be like for you?
Oh, whew. It's been a roller coaster, but not long ago I started. I got I started walking with God, and ever since I've been walking with God, little by little and day by day, it's been getting better for me. And just the attitude that I have, the energy that I have. Just staying focused, because we're all going to be dealing with something, and they say it's not it's about those that come back from adversity that that are going to do big things. I like to say, and that's me. I've always there's not a dull moment in my life, but I take that as a motivation and just keep it going.
And we had one question coming in from Instagram, and that person wanted to know, how does Will have this much energy at 5 in the morning when he's driving around? You guys gotta check out the IG story, all right?
It's honestly it's the vegan lifestyle, bro. Vegan lifestyle. I feel happy. I feel blessed that God's giving me an opportunity to wake up every day and pursue a passion of mine, something I love doing, and competing at the highest level. This year alone, I honestly feel like it's gonna be our year to take over, to take over this BKFC shit. Whether it's this fight, whether it's the next fight, my goal is to make a statement, and we are gonna make a statement in this fight. Shout out to my brother, Dennis, but it's just what it is. It's a combat sport. Somebody gotta win. But my energy is always gonna be like that. I want to set the tone for 2024. To take over, the energy is priceless, and you can't beat it.
BKFC 59, March 29th at Tingley Coliseum. I'll see you there.